So right now, I'm going to show you step by step how you can set up an ad using the right targeting. Now, this is Facebook Ads Manager. So the first thing to do is to click Create. As we click Create, it said choose a campaign objective. We have various objectives here: awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, ad promotion, sales. These are various campaign objectives. The objective to you depends on the type of ad you are going to create.
So for the sake of this video, we are going to make use of engagement. So we want to make use of engagement campaign objective for the sake of this class. Then we click continue. You can say I've already selected engagement. Since I've selected engagement, the next I'm going to do is to click what? Continue. So this one says tailored messages campaign. This one says manual engagement campaign. So if you want the Advantage Plus placement, the AI to just be doing the work for you, you don't want to use your manual settings, you can use this one, tailored messages campaign. But for now, since Facebook has not actually implemented this tailored message campaign to be working effectively, like the way they did for sales campaign objective, using sales campaign, you will not see manual engagement campaign. It's only this tailored messages campaign. And yeah, it's not called tailored messages because it's sales. So here we are going to make use of manual engagement campaign. Make use of manual engagement campaign. So let's proceed. So now at this place, this is called campaign. This is your interface for campaigns, where we choose a campaign name. So this is our campaign name. Now, what you want to determine the name of the campaign you're going to use for your ad. Campaign name is all about what's like giving a child a name. What are you going to give a child? Maybe you have a son. What is the name you're going to give your son? You're going to use to identify your son from other people. So that is what this campaign name is all about. So you're going to get the name you're going to use to remember the particular ad you created. If you have created an ad to sell a port, so mean that you can just add port engagement campaign. Now for this class, we are going to make use of port. We want to add as if we want to sell ports. So I can just add ports engagement campaign. So the next, if I scroll down to say buying type option, then campaign object already selected engagements, campaign budgets. We're going to use a ad set budgets. So let's continue. So we click next. So now this is for our ad sets. Now ad sets means what controls the placement. Where are you going to place your ad? Are you going to run Facebook ad? Are you going to run Instagram ad? And also choosing the particular budget you're going to use for the ad you want to run, the budget, and also the audience you want to show your ad. So this ad set takes control of all these features. So anytime you see ad set, you know that some features here about the destination you're going to send your ad. That is why we see message destinations here. Then if you scroll down, we also see budget and schedule, where we choose our budget. The next one, you see location, that is our audience selection. And the placement, where we select the placement where we're going to show our ad to. So let's go back from the top and then write ad set name. What is the name of the asset we're going to use? So since we are running an ad for port, we can just say port engagement ad sets. Port, this name does not matter. Any name you want to use it, can just use it. Cannot affect your ad copy. That'll be the result of the ad you're going to get. In any name you want to, you just choose the name. So you can choose any name and continue. So let's proceed. So yeah, it says conversion. Choose where you want to drive engagement. Now let's click on it. It says message destinations. Where do you want to send people to? This one's on your ad, calls, website, app, Facebook page. So we are using message destinations. The ad, this engagement campaign we want to run, is not for calls. The ad is not for calls. The ad is not for websites. The ad is not to promote an app. and the app is not for promoting Facebook page. So since the ad we want to run is to send people to our WhatsApp. So that means under conversion location, what we are going to select is what? Message destinations. So it's already selected. So that is why if you scroll down, we are going to see Facebook page is now asking us, okay, this is the Facebook page, our name, the name of the Facebook page you have. This is where the name of the Facebook page are going to use for the ad we show. Now, if you scroll down, it's say message destination. Say choose where you want to receive messages. Selecting multiple apps, we send people to the app where they are most likely to engage. So where do you want to send people to right now? Do you want to run an ad so that people will message you only on Messenger? Do you want to run an ad so people can message you only at Instagram? Or do you want to run an ad so that people can message you on WhatsApp? So where do you want to send people to? Where do you want to send your potential customers to? That is this message destinations. Okay. So the message destination we are going to use for this is WhatsApp. So we're going to
please, is the class recorded, please?
You're welcome.
Is good evening. Is the class, is it recording? Are we recording it?
Yeah, it's being recorded.
Okay, thank you very much. So I can watch it again later.
Oh, okay, okay. So just pay attention. You also understand it as it's going. So we want to send traffic or our potential customers to only WhatsApp. So what are we going to do? We select this messenger. Hold on, sorry, it can hang at times. So the selected messenger, then we select what? Instagram. So we are picking only WhatsApp. If you have connected your business WhatsApp, your number here will be showing. So this number here is not academic number. That is why it is showing here, because we already connected our WhatsApp to our page, to our Facebook page. So we want to send people to WhatsApp. So you select what? WhatsApp. Now, I want to also tell you, if you're running a big brand whereby you want many people to be receiving messages, maybe you run an ad, you want people to be receiving many messages, so you can connect more numbers. So right now, let's go forward. Performance goal, maximize number of conversions. That is the goal we want to achieve. So we want to use maximize number of conversations because we really want people to come to WhatsApp and have conversations with us. Like I said, the goal of using the engagement campaign objective is for us to have conversation with people so they can actually trust us and we actually building a relationship with them. So we want to have conversations. That's why I said maximize number of conversations. So the next thing now is the budget. What is the budget I'm going to use for the ad? I always advise people, if you want to run a very good ad and get a better result, please start with a budget of 4,000 naira daily. I know it's not easy, but if you run an ad less than for 3,000, 2,000, the result will get also be sparingly. But if you want to get a better result, please start with a budget of what? 4,000 naira. So let's select, for the sake of this class, or the let's just select 4,000 naira. Now schedule. Do you want your ad to start right now? So if we want, so let's continue. Right now, we now come down to audience. So audience. If you look at this very well, you say audience control. We want to select the audience we want to show our ad to. Which location are we running an ad? Are we running an ad to target Nigerians? Or want to run an ad to target a specific city? If you want to target a specific city, you search location. Let's say we don't want to target the whole Nigeria. Maybe we want to target Lagos. Instead of us selecting Nigeria, just type Lagos here and select Lagos. So please, Mr. Philip, you can mute your mic, please.
Okay.
So we select Lagos. But for this class, we are going to make use of what? Nigeria. So we use Nigeria. Nigeria country or region. So we're using Nigeria. So if you scroll down, it said age. Now, what is the age we are going to use? So we're going to use age of 25, 65. Now, the question is, who are those who can patronize your product you are selling? Is it people of 10 years, 15 years, 18 years can patronize it? So at least people from 25 years, their buying power is higher than someone of 20 years who still depends on the parents to give them money. So if you now select the age 20, so what now you now ask yourself again, people of 65 years, they need your product or your service. If they don't need it, now let them know the actual age that needs it. Is it for 25 to 50 or to 60 and so on? We already discussed that. You should know what I'm talking about. We already discussed ICA. So now we have actually selected age. Now gender. Is your product you are selling for male or female? If it's for men, what do you do? Select men. You can see that men is here. But if it's for women, what do we do? Select women. But if the business we are doing, the audience are both genders, what do we do? We select all. And that all is a default. So now it said advantage plus detail targeting. What does it mean? Before now, years ago, like 2 years ago, if you run an ad on Facebook, Facebook make use of your manual targeting. That time there's nothing like this advantage plus detail targeting. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they only make use of your manual targeting. For instance, after working on your ICA, you now go to detail targeting and actually select the people that you want Facebook to show your ad to. But right now, it's not like that again. Facebook are making use of their Meta AI. Do you hear me? Meta AI, artificial intelligence. So this advantage plus detail targeting you are seeing here, this advantage plus means their AI. So because we want to add detail targeting to that's why it's written advantage plus then detail targeting. So let's come down. It says save audience. Are we going to save audience? I'm going to use an audience. This means if I've created an audience before, I want to use save audience. We'll not click save audience, but then we don't want that. So we are adding suggestions now. We want to add suggestions. We are adding suggestions to what? To the AI. So because we're adding suggestions to it, that is why we now come here and select the people that we want to show our ad to. So now, if you click on this, if I click on this browse, you will see demographics, interests, and behaviors. We already discussed demographics. If you have watched the 2 videos, already discussed demographics with you. The demographics mean the characteristics of your audience, the age, the gender, the location, the income, the occupation, you know. So, but interest means what are the interests of your audience? Their interests, their hobbies and interests, already discussed that with you. What are their interests? So people that want to buy your products, you're selling pots. Who are those that will have interest to buy your pots? We know that many people who like to buy pots are mothers, chefs, restaurants, from fast food. These are people that would like to buy pots. If you have the size of the pot that fast food or restaurants are using, but if the pot size you are selling is for people at home, so mothers will buy it. Even some bachelors will also buy it. So that is interest. Then behaviors. What are the online behaviors? When it comes to buying things online, what are their behaviors? Are they engaged shoppers? That is, are there people who are used to buying things online? So there are people that are used to buying things online. That is where this behavior comes in. So one beautiful thing about detail targeting, if you also watch the video that said the practical session, all these things are well explained in that video, but I'm just doing this to remember to recall what we've learned so that we can actually understand it better. So now, demographics and interest. So now you now type the interest of your audience. So if whatever you want to sell, you ask yourself, who are those that will have interest in buying the products you want to sell? That is why during your ICA work the worksheet prepared, there's a session for hobbies and interests. That is where you actually determine those who will have interest in what you are going to sell. So who are those that will have interest in it? So for this ad, like I said, we are going to assume we want to sell pots. So people that will have interest in buying pots, who are they? And maybe people might like to buy pots for cooking and food and drink. Because pot is used meant for cooking, right? So what about cookware and bakeware, home appliances? Let's just type something first of all. Let's say cooking. So you can see cooking is here, food and drink. So somebody wants to buy pots. Will the person have interest in cooking? Is the answer not yes? Of course it is. So who wants to buy pots? We have interest in cooking. So what do? We select cooking. You see, I've not even finished typing cooking. It has come out cooking, food and drink. So we select cooking. You can see it's under interest. You can see it's under interest. So we select that one, cooking. So the next one, we now type who are those people that would also like to buy it. What about home appliances? People that have interest in home appliances. Would they like to buy the pots? Yes. Home appliances. Home appliances. Would they like to buy the pots? It says home appliances, brands and retailers. People that have interest in that will also like to buy a pot. So we'll select that. Home appliances. Now, who are those that also like to buy the pots again? What kind of interest do they have? Do they have interest in recipe? Many women can answer that. Many people like to make research about recipe they're going to use to cook a very delicious meal. And let me even tell you, if since I've selected cooking, food and drink, home appliance brand and retailers, we can even search on this place. We'll see suggestions. You see suggestions. So it's very easy. There are suggestions here. Facebook understand, okay, you have selected 2 things. They will now want to suggest more people based on the things you have selected. So the question is, somebody who wants to cook, who wants to buy pots, sorry, would a person have interest in recipes, food and drink? The answer is yes. So it's like that, recipes, food and drink. So what other things would a person have interest? Kitchen, home and garden. We select it. So what are other interests the person will have? What other interests? Look at this one, say kitchen and dining. Of course, that person will have interest in kitchen and dining. Mothers, you want to cook the best food for your family to enjoy. If you have a visitor, you want to put in your best, arrange your dining very well to be very neat. So imagine when you see a post about dining on Facebook, you interact with it also. So that means you will have interest in kitchen and dining because you want to bring out the best for your family. So this one say cooking and bakeware, kitchen and dining too. We select it. So what are other suggestions we can select? So kitchen utensils, kitchen and dining. Do they have interest? Yes. They have interest in kitchen and dining. Look at this one, kitchen aid, home appliances. Of course. So somebody wants to buy pot, or other interest they may have. Let's come down. Food and drink. Mothers want to find out what is the best way to prepare swallow for their family. They have heard about plantain. They can blend plantain and prepare food for their family. So they will have interest in those things. They now hear about, it's not only plantain, but there are other things you can do to prepare swallow for your family. If they see posts like that, content like that on Facebook, would they not like it? Of course they would. So that means they will have interest in food. Foodie and dreamy, I like food though. So if I something like this, if it will interest me too, because I like making use of good pots I can use for my home. So I can select this one. Now, restaurants and dining. Will they have interest in restaurant and dining? Yes. Now, ask yourself, somebody who owns a restaurant, will the person not be following groups for restaurants so that they'll be able to know the best way to package their food and the best to cook food for their customers? Of course. That means someone who has interest in restaurants and dining can be an audience to buy a pot. So select restaurant and dining. Now, what are other thank you so much. So what other interests with those who want to buy pots are food and restaurants, demographics. What is demographics? Do we remember when we discussed our day 2? Demography is all about people's occupations. So the occupations, what do they do? What are their characteristics? So this food and restaurant means people that have restaurants. So somebody who have restaurants, their job is to cook for people. Would the person be interested to buy pots? Well, yes, not be the answer. Of course. So we select the demographics, food and restaurants. You see, we only added 2 things. When we started, we added, what are the 2 things we added? We added, let me remember the 2 things. I think we added the food and drink. We added the food and drink, and other and something else again. But because we already selected two things that relates to the audience we want to target, Facebook are now bringing suggestions for us. So targeting is very easy. They are bringing suggestions for us based on what's already selected. So we can see. Now, next we want to ask ourselves, who are those that also have interest in buying pots we have not selected? From the suggestion are given to us, it's a frying pan, kitchen and dining. We select it. Local food and drink. Oh, I like local food though, egusi. So we don't like to, we do not have interest in local food, of course. So what are other things they can have interest for? But as you are selecting, please, my brother and sisters, what you are going to do is to actually check your audience size. Look at our audience size. Estimated audience size 9 million to 10.6 million. Wow. We have a large number of audience now. So meaning that I want to target about 9 million people. That is a very large audience. So with what was selected, that is enough. But then there are other things we need to do. Since we have 9 million, we want to reduce this audience size. We want to reduce the audience size to like 2 million or even 3 million or that. How can we reduce it? Please pay attention. How can we reduce this audience size? Let me show you how you can reduce it. Hold on. Hey, do you see this define folder? The mouse is there now. It said define folder. If somebody can see it, can just say yes. You can just unmute your mic and say yes. Can you see define folder? Can someone just represent us and say yes? Can you see define folder? Mr. Philip, can you see define folder?
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
Good. So the define folder will help us to. Okay, very good. So the define folder will help us to actually narrow the audience size from that 9 to 10 million. Let's so now click define folder. So meaning that we want to like reduce, we want to narrow it. Before it is called narrow audience, but right now it is called define folder. Facebook can change name any day. If you enter their head, they don't change name. So we now click define folder. So as we click define folder, first we want to ask ourselves is, among all these interests we've selected, we don't just want somebody who have interest in food, have interest in dining to come and message us. We actually want those who can buy it to message us. So who are those who can buy it? So how can we know them? We now type engaged shoppers. Engaged shoppers. You can see it, engaged shopper is under behaviors. So we want people who are always buying things, that their buying power is high, to message us. So we do what? Select engaged shoppers. Selected. Now let's go and check our audience size. You notice that it must have reduced. It's not possible to not reduce. What's our audience size? 2.4 million to 2.8 million. Can you see it? From 9.6 million, it's now 2.4 million. That's our audience size. So that means the people already, this 2.4 million are people that Facebook know they are used to buying things online. That is all the truth. Engaged shoppers means someone is engaging in shopping. From the word engage, that means somebody who used to shopping, who used to buy things. So meaning that this 2.4 to 2.8 million are people that always buy things online. And it's easier for us to have an audience of people that buy things online for them to buy our products, patronize our services. That those people that don't even know, they don't even buy anything online. They may tell you say, I beg, it's scam, Jerry. They don't trust online things. That means we need audience of people who can actually buy our products or patronize our services. So right now we make progress. Since we started engage shoppers, this 2.4 million audience size is very good. I tell you that is very good. So what is the next thing we want to take note? Our placement. It is, look at that first one. It said advantage plus placement recommended. What they recommended for you? You see the AI. It said create more opportunity to maximize performance with AI. You know, I told you before, next time you said advantage plus, that is AI. But they are recommending for us to use it. But I'm not using it. I will tell you why. Why will I not use it? Because I don't want to run an ad that will be shown to both Facebook and Instagram at the same time. If I want to run an ad and select this advantage plus recommended setting, the reality is that it's expected that they are going to show this ad to people on Facebook and also to those on Instagram if I've already connected my Instagram account to my Meta Business Suite. So they expected that they are going to show this ad to both Facebook and Instagram. But from experience, what they do is that most of the people that will show the ad are those on Facebook. They'll just show few people on Instagram your ad. So if you want to run an Instagram ad, what will you do? You not use this Advantage Plus placement recommended. You will use what? Manual placement. So use your manual placement. Now let's come down to manual placement. It said platforms, Facebook, audience network, Instagram, Messenger. Do we want to run an ad only for Instagram? If yes is the answer, what do we do? We deselect Facebook. Audience network deselected. Messenger deselected. So right now we only have what? Instagram. Now let's come down. Look at the places they have checked for us. Instagram feed, Instagram profile feeds, Instagram Explore Home. Now Instagram stories, Facebook stories is not selected because we not select Facebook. Instagram Reels. So if we want to run an ad for Instagram, we only select what? Instagram. We only select Instagram. But what if you want to run ad only for many of you don't have Instagram account? What if you want to run ad only for Facebook? What do we do? We select Facebook and we select what? Instagram. So we select Facebook. Do you want our ad to show at audience network and just let it? So select Facebook and audience network. So both of them are about Facebook. So that means this ad will be directed to those on Facebook. So remember where we started from in this place. We started by actually, let's go up, writing our ad set name, which is Pulse Engagement Ad Set. You can choose any name you want. It does not have any effect on the results of the ad you want to run. Then after that, we came to conversion. Where do we send our message to? The message destinations. That is what we want to use because we want to run this ad to actually get people to message us on where? WhatsApp. So this is our Facebook page, Nonitel Academy. If you're not following us on Facebook, please go and follow us on Facebook so that you'll be able to get some content that'll be relevant for you. And also our Instagram, check out our Instagram and follow us too. Now, we want our ad to be shown to WhatsApp. So WhatsApp. So we're directing this ad to WhatsApp. That's why I selected WhatsApp. We selected Messenger and Instagram, if you remember. So we selected only WhatsApp. This is our number. Okay. So performance goal, maximize number of, that is, what is the goal of the ad you want to run? Is it for conversations? Yes. So maximize number of what? Conversation. I always call it conversion. Because in other ad I lead, they always conversion is always in my mouth. But here it's called maximize number of what? Conversations. Because for engagement, to have conversation with people. So after that, you scroll down, budget and schedule. What is your daily budget? That means what is the amount of money you want to use to run an ad every day? So the daily budget you want to use here is not 1,000, it's not 2,000, it's not 3,000, but what? 4,000 naira. And I'm telling you the truth. If you want to get a good result from your ad, please start from 4,000 naira and above. So you can make it's not easy anyway, but you can plan towards it. So what is the next one? This one says schedule. Let's assume I want this ad to start tomorrow. Today is 10. What do? We'll type 11. We just type 11. If we want this ad to start tomorrow, we'll type 11th August 2025. That is start date. Then let's also assume don't want this ad to run more than 1 week. What do? We select set end and end date. When you want this ad to stop, you select it. So, but right now, we don't want that. We want the ad to run continuously. So we're not selecting set and end dates. And also, we don't want this ad to start tomorrow. Maybe just that is for today. But I want to tell you something for this. So I want to give you something that other people don't tell other students, which I want to tell you now. Please, if you want to run an ad, and as it starts, that is 8:25 p.m., I want to run an ad, make sure that your ad does not start in the night, or else before you wake up, your money is exhausted. Facebook will just chop your money finish. So if you want to run an ad and it's already late, please select the next day. Select 11th of August 2025. That is, let's assume that this ad we want to run and we start tomorrow. We select 11th of August. Then what time do we want the ad to start? Let it start by 6 a.m. So we'll come here, select the time. We just say 6 And that means by that time I must have selected 11. Okay, 11, and I want this ad to start 6 a.m. So 00. So this ad will start 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Okay, so let's proceed. So we already selected our audience. Remember, I told you we are using Advantage Plus audience because now we are using suggestions to Advantage Plus audience. That means we are giving AI, Meta AI suggestions. So the Meta AI be able to have information of people who are our audience. The Meta AI be able to track those who have similar characteristics to what we already selected. So those who are relevant to whatever we want to advertise, those who needs it, those who our product, our services can solve their problem. So we're giving AI information about our audience. So the next thing here we want to talk about is our location. We already selected Nigeria, our age, done that, gender, done that, the audience size, done that, and I also told you I can reduce your audience size. And we selected the engaged shoppers. So let's go to the next page. Now the placements, we already do manual placement, we want the ad to run for Facebook. So let's proceed. Next page. Good. Now this is where we do our ad creatives. Ad name. What is the name of our ad? I told you. You see, campaign name, ad set name, ad name. You can use any name you want. So these names do not have any effect to the result of your ad. So you can use any name you want. Since we'll be using ports, so what do we write? You can just say ports engagement ad. Can write ports engagement. But if you are good in grammar, you can use any name just to make it stylish. So me, grammar is not my friend. I don't care. What I want is I want money. So we can just go further to select. This is our identity, the page we are using to run the Nonitel Academy. Advertise on Instagram. Remember, I said add Instagram placement. Do we know why we're getting this option now? Add Instagram placement. This is because we did not select Instagram. We selected only what? Facebook. So assuming we selected Instagram, this option will not come out telling us add Instagram placement. So know it today, when you run an ad, that's whenever I hear the word placement, it means where do you want Facebook to direct your ad to? So Meta, where do you want the Meta to direct your ad? Do you want it to direct your ad to Facebook? Or you want it to show your ad on Threads? If you have a Thread account, you can connect it. Or do you want it to show your ad to Instagram? It is called placement. But for this class, we're using what? Facebook. So let's proceed. Now, ad setup. It's a create ad, format, choose how you would like to structure your ad, single image or video, carousel. Hope I'm recording this class. I think so. Let me just confirm. Okay, the recording is on. Okay, so now what do we want to achieve? Set our setup, it's a single image or video, carousel. Now I want to use single image of the carousel means when you are having slides of images. Maybe you want to use 5 images for your ad, then I'll be sliding. Sometimes you see an ad, I'll be sliding 1 image, 2 images, 3 images. That is what it means. It's a 2 or more scrollable images or videos. Carousel can also be videos. Maybe you have 2 videos for people to watch, but it's of no use to me unless you want to use an image. Images work. Carousel is something like, let's say, for instance, people already know your brand and already advertised some product before, they already have it in mind. If you're using carousel, you don't want to record your mind, the product they already seen before. So let's say you're selling bags. Can I show them different types of bags that you're selling, the Gucci, many of different kinds of brands of bags you're selling. They already know about the bag that you're selling. So they just want to remind them. They can use carousel. For right now, using single image or video. Now, ad creatives. Set up ad creatives. Select. Now, what do we want to use for our ad? We want to use an image ad or video ad. And I want to tell you the truth. If you want to get good results from your ad, please make use of video ad. I'm not saying that image I cannot give you results, but for a better conversion, for a better results, video ad is the best. Because think of it. You came to Facebook, you saw a very interesting video, you begin to watch it. Now you also saw an image, just an image. Which one will capture your attention more? It's not a video? Of course, it is video. So when you're able to create a very good, very compelling, that the hook is very, very captivating, you're able to see the first 2 lines is something that can capture your audience interest. people will love to watch the video. And by the time they watch the video already told them about the product or size you're advertising to them. That will help them to build their interest. So they can message you and lead to conversion and make good sales. If you're a student of this Nonitel Academy, please, you must make good sales. Making good sales is our goal and is our motto. So let's let video ad. Now, right now, what can you see? It said set up your creative media, trim, crop, text, enhancement. Now, let's assume I want to run an ad right now. Although I don't have any picture of a pot here, but I'm just going to show you an example. Let's say we're just going to use this video. Let's say I want to use this video. So what do? I just click next. I just click next. It says trim. It says skip and continue. Do you want to trim the video? I don't want to trim anything. I just click skip and continue. Now, this place means dimensions. So if you can look, I said original. I said this ad will not be shown on certain placements that you have selected or maybe automatically cropped. To avoid this, crop or replace the video. The video we are using here is 1:1. That video, the video that I selected is 1:1. So meaning that the ad will not be shown some placement whereby it's 9:16, or some placement whereby it is 16:9. Don't worry, in your week 4, you learn about video editing and know about all these placements. If you are using CapCut to edit videos, CapCut will tell you from there you'll be able to select the placement you want to use. Or if you're also using InShot, you'll be able to select the size. So now they said for this vertical ad, we did 9:16 is recommended. So what do? We just come down. It said replace. I have 9:16 here. Let me go and look for it. So let me go and just click replace. To bring me back here. I think this one. Let me see if this one 9:16. Let's see. Just go back. Hey, it has worked. So this already worked. 9:16 recommended. You can see that error message that disappeared here. Now let's come to this one now. It said roll the recommended size 16:9. So that means when you create one video, you can actually get different dimensions for that video. You can get dimension of 1:1, you can get dimension of 16:9, and also 9:16, because that is what Facebook needs. So you can at InShot, you can actually get different dimensions of video. Like if you don't have InShot, you can download InShot app. It will help to get different dimensions of video. So let's say click replace. We want to go look for the video size that is 16:9, or else this ad will not run on this horizontal placement. Let's go and look for a video that have this 16:9. Okay. Let's select this. Let's see. Click back. Good. You can see. So right now we have 9:16, 1:1, 16:9. So what do? Again, we click next. Fine. Now in this place, a primary test. Tell people what your ad is all about. So this is if you go to Facebook, you will discover that there are some ads that any ad you see, most of the ad you see, aside from the video, at the top you see some descriptions, the text, what people wrote about the product or the advertising. There's something that must have written down. So that's the primary test. So now the primary test session, be able to see some things you can write about. Let's say I want to write about port. Then this port, do you want to buy a port that can help you, that can be durable for you and without scratching? That I have a port for you, that this port will help you you're going to enjoy it and get the best. You can just write anything you want to write. So whatever you're written down, now paste it on the primary test. Now, headline means what headline are you going to use? What are you going to use for the ad? Let's say you want to say a port now. You want to tell them that, yeah, get the best quality ports. So now our ports are durable, our ports are affordable. Just write any headline you want to use that will capture people's interest. Prepare your headline. You learn about that in your week 4. Now, description, don't need that description. Just what you need there is a primary test and your headline. In your week 4, we're going to teach you how you can write a very good headline and a very good primary test. So what do? We just click next. Now enhancements. Yeah, if you want to tell that maybe they want to add some creative to your video, but if you are very confident your video is very good, you don't need it. You just click done. So if you have done that, what do you do next after add creative headline? That means by the time you must have written your headline. Now it's showing us error here because we don't write anything on the headline. Let's just say quality pots. Let's just write something here. See that that error will go out. Quality. Sorry. Quality pots. Don't mind, right? Quality pots. Okay. So cannot write headline quality pots. That error disappeared. So description, we don't need, you don't need any description. What you need is your primary text and your headline. So look at the call to action. Sometimes you see WhatsApp ad that's going to WhatsApp. What are they always saying for call to action? If you click this call to action, you see maybe inquire now, learn more. But since it's WhatsApp message, what we need for people to send us WhatsApp message. So you just select this one, send WhatsApp message. And it's already at default here. So you come down to message templates, start new. Now, you remember when you message us for the first time, you message us, you discovered that when you message us, hello, Nonitel Academy, there was a message that you received. So here they can create a prefilled message. The message that you can, your audience who are going to message your potential customer, the message that will send to you. If you want to do that, just click edit. He said, yeah, you can actually, this one is a hello, can I get more info on this? This is, can use this one, hello, can I get more info about this? If the ad you are running is an intriguing ad copy, whereby you want to give for value, so you can use this one, hello, can I get more info on this? Then if it's a test, I mean, okay, for this one, if you want, then if you maybe they'll send the message, hello, can I get more info on this? And you want to reply them automatically. So yeah, can I write whatever you want to write? You are welcome to Nonitel Academy. Please save my number. What business are you doing? You just type it here. Okay. So whatever, let's say you're selling pots, say, okay, you are welcome to whatever your brand is, please save my number and let's have more conversation or more discussion. So you can just write it here. But you can actually, for this particular test here, which you are going to reply them by the time they message you, you can also create that on your WhatsApp. You can create that on your WhatsApp. We'll show you later how you can do that. So without even doing it from here. So if you have done that, you can just click save, okay? And just click save. So it said tracking. This tracking means assuming you are running an ad to your website, that you're going to add your pixel. You see, well, add website events. Well, I'm not letting any pixel. This ad is not for websites, so I would deselect it. Offline event. Let's assume you've been running an ad and bringing people to Instagram. I prepared offline event. That what does it mean? It means that as people message you on WhatsApp, taking record of people's data, their name, the date they messaged you, maybe they have bought something from you, taking record of all those things. As you have many messages, you just come and upload the offline events, not here. You go to your business manager, upload your offline events. So let's now assume we already have offline event. That is, you want to give Facebook data about particular people who already engaged with your ad, about those who have bought your products. You now tell the Facebook, oh, go and search for people who share the similar characteristics. So that is what is the work of this offline event. So it's called offline because you are the ones who is going to create that data by yourself. As people message you on WhatsApp, you're going to create a document whereby you're writing people's names, their details, write it down. So later I can now upload it on Facebook. That is why it is called offline events. So, but we don't need that for now. So it's on UI parameter optional. We don't need it. So right now, you know what? You have succeeded in creating an ad. So this is what you need to be able to create a very good ad that will be able to get a good result for you. Because like creating an ad is very easy. What will make your ad to work? It is not about all these button. It's about one, the video you're going to use for the ad. Secondly, the primary text you're going to use. Thirdly, the headline you want to use for your ad. And the next one is your targeting. That means telling Facebook Meta AI to show your ad to your right audience. these are the important details you need to take notes for you to create a very good ad. So every other thing is just for you to know what to select, your ad creatives, your ad sets, your campaign names, and every other detail. Let's say you want to run an Instagram ad, there's that place you're going to select so that the ad will only be shown to those people who always go to Instagram, your Instagram audience. So that is it for you to create a very good ad. So if you have any questions, we have 4 minutes left for this class to end. Let's hear from you. So after that, maybe you have done all this thing. What you do next? Just click publish. If there's an error, the error will appear here. You can see that it is marked green. There's no error here. So for let's say maybe I don't know this, you just click publish. Because I don't want to click, so that's why I don't click publish. But let's say I want to run the ad, I'll just click publish. Once I click publish, the ad will start publishing. See, it'll bring me back to my campaign or to my ads manager. So let's go back. That is it.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on, please.
Okay, please. What is the main purpose? Why do you choose manual engagement campaign?
Okay, why I choose manual engagement is because I want to add suggestions to Meta AI. If we use the tailor messaging, you'll not be able to add any suggestion. And if you are new in running ads, the AI does not know your audience. They'll only be doing guesswork. But because you are new in running ads and you want AI to be able to know your audience, so it is better you use manual setup. With that manual setup, you have the opportunity to provide suggestions, your detailed targeting to the AI. So that is why we did that targeting. We added the demographics, the behaviors, and the interest. So because we use manual setup, that is why we have the opportunity to add suggestions to that. So that is why we are using this manual setup. We're able to have a good suggestions.
Okay.
But if you're using a sales ad, you're using a sales ad to the website, because right now sales ad already be programmed. That sales ad, you can also have opportunity to add suggestions. Because right now for sales ad, there's no manual setup. You just go straight. But with the way that this sales ad, you can also have opportunity to add suggestions. So that means time is coming. They remove this manual setup. And if they remove this manual setup, with the new, they will also make the other one to have opportunity for you to add suggestions. You can add good suggestions to the AI. As AI, we're able to know the kind of people who will need to buy your product or actually patronize your service. What do you?
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, I can go on.
Okay. If I want to, like, people outside outside the country, but they are from Nigeria, to connect myself.
Yes.
By location.
Mm-hmm.
Is it by location?
Yes, by location.
Like,
yes. Remember, I told you that if you want the ad to be shown to people in Lagos only, you select Lagos.
Yeah.
If you want the ad to be shown to people in America, you select what? America. If you want the ad to show to people in Philippines, select what? Philippines. If you want UK, you select what? UK. It's about the location.
But is it possible to select the two locations, like Nigeria and UK?
You can select any location you want, but the truth of the matter is that for you to get a better result, select one location. You can't select Nigeria and America because they all have different terms. How can you write it? Nigeria have their own English, America have their own English. So for it to be congruent, run an ad for America, run an ad for English, for Nigeria, that your ad can get good results. So the Zoom will soon end, less than 1 minute. If you have your questions, you can drop your questions in the group. Let's interact in the group.